Take it away, time. Okay. I'll flash you anytime you want. That's a great shirt, by the way. Take it off! Oh no, this is actually advertisement. And you know, it's supposed to say "and mustache rides," but you know. Anyways, who here has actually been to jail?
You have.
Show of hands. I already raised my hand. There's a fucking light here. Hands. 1, 2. That's it. 3. 3 fucking people. That's it. It went apart. 4.
Wait, I didn't raise my hand. Did you count me? You already know.
No. Fuck that, man. You were in my door, motherfucker. Alright, 5 fucking people here.
I think I got a foot.
That's it. You guys are fucking late. 6. Thank you. Still, how many? That's fucking late.
It's Christmas. What are we doing?
It's on my to-do list.
Let's go to the show. What? It's hot.
Out of everybody who's been to jail here, who actually had fun in jail? 2. That's completely different.
I didn't really walk in with a plastic spoon and nobody ever fucked with me again.
Because honestly, one of my most favorite times ever was the month and a half that I was in jail. Because the initial 2 weeks that you're there, at first, it's like, wow, this sucks. That's the adjusting period. Once you actually adjust to it, that shit is so much fun. Because you realize you're already in trouble. You can fuck with anyone you want, and you can't get in more trouble. One of my favorite things to do was fuck with my corrections officers. So, what I would do would actually get my sheet, twist it up real good, put it around my neck, and tuck it under my mattress. And then I'd sit there like this in my door. Every single time you walk by, he's like, oh, the corporal walks by and sees that, you're going to go down to the butt-naked cell. The butt-naked cell is pretty much a padded room, and they don't give you a straight jacket, they give you a straight vest. Because you are ass naked, and there's a hole in the floor, and guess what that's for? Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Can you hit the hole?
I can try. One of my other favorite things ever was, there was one time we were hanging out, and one of my friends made some buck. Who here knows what buck is? Even people who haven't gone to jail. No jail stories? Come on now. Buck is literally, you get your fruit from your dinner tray, you put it in a bottle of like Pepto and some shit like that, put a little bit of sugar, some water, you let it sit up under your windowsill for a while, and guess what? That shit would get you fucking drunk. And oh my god, getting drunk in jail is awesome!
Next week's special.
Getting drunk in jail is so much fun because that's when you realize how much shit you can really get away with. I put my hair up a little super curl because people would actually buy pomade gel in jail. It's a fucking dorm of 80 guys. Who the fuck are they trying to impress by doing their hair? It's like, hey, what's up, sweet chicks? How's it going? My hair looks nice.
No shit, what else are they doing?
So I was like, hey man, let me use some of that. He goes, why? You don't have that much hair. I was like, oh, bastard. Well, I had an idea for it. Put my hair up a little super curl, tied a towel around my neck, ran around the door in my boxers going whoosh. Ran up to a big group of guys playing cards, and they were looking at me like, what the fuck's this cracker doing? I was like, huh. One of my other favorites was one of the nights that we were drinking buck. One of my friends had one of his buddies sneak in some marijuana. Get high and drunk in jail. Wonderful. Because I was like, man, I got the munchies. We had just made some goulash. I then fucking lit up a joint. Goulash is great. Then we lit up a joint and I was like, man, I just ate, I'm stuffed, but I'm hungry again. There's nothing better to do. I got an idea. Fuck the corrections officer. So over there, it's like pretty much a big fucking window, a big fucking steel door, and there's bulletproof glass in the steel door. So I have my back up against the door, talking to my buddies in their bunks. And, you know, I looked back and I noticed that the officer was staring at me because our dorm is usually, our cell is usually pretty loud because fucking high and drunk.
Is it Genesis?
No, Horizon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're usually high and drunk. So there's a lot of times he'll sit out in the middle of the day room and just watch us. Like, what are they gonna do next? Because he's waiting to get us. He's waiting to get us in trouble. So I'm like, all right, fine. If you're gonna sit there and stare at me, I'm gonna make this a little more interesting. I walk away from the door for a little bit so he can't see me. Hike down my pants a little bit. Walk back to the door. Put my ass up against the window. My roommates asked me, what are you doing? I said, by the end of this, I'm getting ruined on fucking CO. Walk away again, and I kept doing this, and hiking down my pants a little more. By the end of it, I fucking had my ass fully pressed against the window. The entire dorm starts laughing hysterically. Like fucking thunder. A bunch of crazy ass fucking people just like, yeah, that's that fool's ass! And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm gonna get raped tomorrow. So, officer's walking out, just right in the middle of the day room, just arms crossed, looks at me, just goes, I was like, oh shit, guys, we gotta go to sleep. Hand me another shot of black. And same officer was doing rounds one day, and right after we made some goulash, I had an extra piece of bread that was stale as shit. Like literally threw this fucking thing against a concrete wall, would not fucking break. I was like, I have an idea. Get a permanent marker, draw a little face on it. Get a piece of paper, draw a little body on it, put Dr. Mahatma underneath. Put the piece of bread on my windowsill, piece of paper hanging out underneath it. Anyone see where I'm going here?
Yeah.
Officer's walking by, doing rounds, checking everything. Looks at us, checks us off, stops for a second. All I can see is like his ass and the back of his head. I'm like, oh, here it comes. Takes one step back. Says, what the fuck is that? I said, it's a window. It's been here forever. He goes, what's on your window? I said, oh, that's my therapist. He's going to give me a psychological evaluation so I can get the fuck out of here. Not the thing you want to joke about with your corrections officer. Because sure enough, one of my terms of release was I had to get a psychological evaluation. So I go and I talk to my therapist. He's asking me a bunch of questions. I'm nervous as shit, just like, oh, crap. At the time I had green hair, so that made things a little more interesting. And he's asking me a bunch of questions, I answer him. After about 45 minutes to an hour later, I said, you know, can I go? He goes, yeah, you know, you pass with flying colors. I said, oh, thank God! You see them too? Oh, one of my favorite things to do, even after I got out of jail, was piss off people that can get me in trouble. I was good at it. When I went to go see my probation officer, I wore a shirt that says, I just kidnapped myself, give me $100, you'll never see me again. I went to jail for being falsely accused of kidnapping someone. Because at first they said that I kidnapped myself. How the fuck does that happen? Seriously, like I'm in there just like, this makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And I was already thinking about like what I would tell the judge if I actually had the chance to talk. Your Honor, I did not kidnap myself. I went with me anywhere I wanted to go.
Willingly.
And I bought me anything I wanted to drink. I didn't take advantage of myself later either. No. No. I was very good to me. But I don't know, going to jail is a lot like, you know, living in Miami, because that's where I lived after the first 13 years of my life. And it's like, imagine turning on the TV and watching static. But on that static, there's only 3 little white dots. I was one of those little white dots. Yeah, that was insane. And then surely enough, you know, when I got out of jail and went and met my probation officer, they gave me an application log. Literally a log of places that I applied to work at. And I had to fill out this log every month. And I was not in the mood to work. I just got out of jail. I want to get fucked up. So one of my friends gives me a great idea. I thought it was a great idea anyways. He says, why don't you go and apply at a bunch of places that won't hire you? I was like, fuck yeah! So I go to the Gap, and I go to Route 21, PacSun, Forever 21, and all these little fucking fashion clothing places. And they all say the same thing. We'll give you a call. Sure you will. Well, sure enough, one day one of them did. I get a call at 9 in the morning. I I normally don't wake up until about 2 p.m. in the morning. Hi, is this Andrew? Yes. This is so-and-so from Route 21. We got an application for you. Would you like to come in? I so wanted to say no. But I was like, you know what? I think they're trying to call my bluff. They're fucking with me. I'm gonna fuck with them and see how far they actually take this shit. So I go in, hungover as hell, still reeking of booze. I go into my interview. They call me back for a second one. That's when I started to get a little bit nervous. A little bit. I was like, all right, they want to play this fucking game? I'll come back for a second interview. But this time I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm going to stay up the entire night drinking the night before. And I was not scared shitless until they actually said you can start on Monday. I walk in there and it's just like, imagine me walking into fucking Taboo downtown. Much like gangster fist pumping motherfuckers, and I'm just like, holy shit, I'm gonna get my ass beat by bitches.